So guys, this was a little bit random because I think it was like 2 months ago, we had a power outage, and me and my brother had 3 fish tanks, and the fish tanks were destroyed during it, and all our fish died except for like the Kribensis cichlids that we've had. So I've finally gotten around to setting up my fish tank again. So we're gonna do this. Our fish tanks were destroyed basically during a power outage, and we had to take all of our fish tanks and combine them into one. We each had like the same type of fish, and so now I'm culturing my fish tank today. I just put this Stress Coat Plus in here, and it makes the tap water safe for the fish, and it protects them and stuff, protects their slime. Tomorrow we're gonna come back and put fish into it. We have the fish downstairs, and I'll show them to you in a second. Here's my fish tank. This entire tank, it's a great tank. It was $20 altogether. It did not come with a filter, or well, it did. The filter's crap, so I'm just gonna not include that. It's a tank kit. I bought my own Aqueon filter. Aqueon's great. This filter has been great. It comes with the biofilter, and then I bought my own $20 heater. So this altogether was like $60. Not that much. Gravel included was, I guess this was about $100 setup, which is pretty good. Because, I gotta buy these lights. There's these lights right here. Let me show them to you. Those lights, you have to buy the spiral lights. Make sure they're waterproof. I just got them from Lowe's for like $10. So yeah, and then I got plants. I bought this plant for about like $5, and then I've got that pot from Michael's for $1. So this is the entire crib setup, and then we bought a coconut for $5. We salvaged that. So this was basically free. Stress Coat is like $10, but we've had this for about a couple years. Tomorrow I'm going to set this all up, put fish in it, and give you guys a quick update if my camera doesn't flop around. Because it should be ready since I put the Stress Coat in. Let's take a look at the fish we have downstairs in the basement that we're going to move to here. Alright guys, we're going down to see the other fish. Not other fish, the fish that we're going to put in the other fish tank. So they're right over here. Right down here. Fish tanks were right here. It flooded, the sump pump or something, I don't know, flooded everywhere and destroyed half the walls and like the carpet and stuff, whatever happens. The fish tanks, since we had it was a big power outage, stopped working, like, with the filter and the heater. So half the fish almost died. So these are the ones we got in here right now. We've got a Cory catfish, a bunch of cribs, a Bolivian ram, and a pleco. And most of these cribs are going to come with me. This is my brother's tank, and those are going to come with me into my tank. But, yeah, so here are the fish. That one's really pretty right there. So the pair that I'm going to take with me, because these fish pair up for life, is that one right there, that male, which is a really pretty male, and then the female right there. That female and that male. Alright guys, we're back, and I'm about to start, I guess you can call it aquascaping, this aquarium. I'm going to set everything up, so let's do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the plants first and revolve this tank around the plants because Kribensis cichlids like plants more. And then I've got a coconut husk right here, and this will provide an area for the fish to lay the eggs inside of there. And also, I have a flower pot for them to lay their eggs in because they lay it on top of stuff, but they also may use the rocks. And if you look on the forums, if you're ever doing fish tank stuff, and you see where someone says that cribs will not breed on top of rocks, it's completely wrong. Our kids have bred on top of rocks all the time. So, just take that into mind. So I'm going to put this one right in the center to kind of divide the tank, because it's the big plant of the tank. So that'll add 2 sections, one section over here and then one on the other side of this. So that we've got this plant right in the middle, I'm going to take this pot right here, this flower pot, I'm going to put it right over here for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig it into the gravel. So I'm going to scoop up some gravel with it, just like about that much. Move some of these rocks and then fan it in there so it looks natural. And then build up around it with rocks. I'm also going to take a little plant and put it right by the pot. Stick it in the gravel like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come on this side with the coconut husk, or whatever you want to call this. coconut shell and put it right there. To kind of make it look like it's being held up. Let's see, push it in the water a little bit more. There we go. Oh, there's a little glare. Oh, just ignore this glare. So, you're gonna have to stick with that glare right there. But now what we're gonna do is just build up these rocks and stuff. I just have these rocks because they look cool to put around the tank. We need to put gravel around. But just make hiding spots with these types of rocks. I like to do formations like this because it allows lots of in and out ways. So I'm going to do some on this side now. So this tank for the cribs is about 78 degrees. It's room temperature, basically just a little bit of degrees above room temperature. But tomorrow I'm going to come and put the fish in here and see how they like it. But now we're going to put these last couple plants around here. So I'm going to put one there. So there we go. Here's the first formation. This is on the right side. And behind it you have a plant right in there. And then this cool little pot right here for them to breed inside of. This entire setup, which I like this area a lot. I hope they go in there and breed in there. There's so much algae and stuff right there. We got the filter back there. We got the plant in the middle dividing the two sections. And then there's nothing back here, just free swimming area. Just because the filter's right there, so I like to not put anything back there, just in case. Good morning, everyone. I probably look like crap right now. That's because I literally just got out of bed. Yeah, this one. Got all the fish in there. Dry my hands off real quick. This tank is a mess. Alright guys, so now we got all the fish right here in this bucket. If you take a look, they're all in there. So right now we're going to go back upstairs, acclimate them, and put them in. Alright, so the fish are in there acclimating now. We're going to get the pH and the temperature all the same, so then they don't have too much trouble in here. Here's 1, 2, 3, and the 4th. Tank update, just put 2 goldfish in here to see what the cribs will do because they're attacking each other. So these are just kind of the corral fish. They're comet goldfish. I've got to get that female out because the other female keeps attacking it. But yeah, we'll see what these do. They might be too big. If they are, I'll remove them.